Alright, you're live. Goes live. Copy URL. Everyone. Live. I think. And alright. Think. Yep, look at that. Wait for everybody here in a minute. And close this so I don't get confused. And that. Alright. That. Pause that. Here. Fine. Where do I see the chat on this? I think it is. Okay, right there. Hello, cool. Hood looks good. Oh, apparently I'm a stereotype. Don't forget your hoods. All elite hackers gotta wear hoods. Anyhow, today, people still join in and whatnot, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. What we're gonna do is make a quick little program, and then I'm going to challenge you guys to reverse engineer it. And we'll go over where to get it and how to submit for that challenge when we get there, I suppose. So first, we're going to need some input. Let's see here. To grab some input, we're going to need some variables. Let's try a user, no more than 32 characters. Char serial, more than 4 characters. Then we're gonna need to grab those somehow. Scan F, I think. Say address of user. No, I think we just type user. I'm forgetting something. Let's see, what am I? Well, if we see how to make it, will it be hard to reverse engineer it? See, that's the beauty of it. You're gonna get the foresight of how to make it, and that will give you some insight to how to reverse engineer it. But the amount that you will learn is it's not gonna hurt anything, because like if you have the edge knowing the source to be able to reverse engineer it more effectively, you're going to learn just as much as if you, in fact, you'll learn more because you'll see the how things tie together in the source, and it'll be good. Be good. Scanf user. What's the next? A length, I think. Oh, it's format and then where to put it. That's right. We want it to be a %s. Let's go 32. Well, let's make this 33 and 65. User. Oh, printf. Actually, let's just do serial. No, we'll do both. Like, as useless as the... Well, yeah, we're going to need both. We'll use both. Enter your username. All right, so we're gonna get a username, and then let's get a serial. Serial. Yeah, it's 9:40 here. People shouting out it's 4:30 in the morning for Cat 5. Jeez, blew over East Coast there. Almost one. All right, so this is gonna be 64S. Now we're gonna go serial. And then, let's see. After that, we need to do something with each of those. And let's think about how we want to do this. Let's make a int function, int calc from, that's gonna take a char pointer user, and of course it will return int. There we go, and then we'll do where yeah, that'll be that'll be fun. Int verify, I think that's right. Serial, that will also take a char pointer serial and return an int. That. All right. Next, we're gonna do something like if calc from user is equal to verify serial and you did it. Oh, this will be great. Yeah, this is going to teach one principle that everybody needs to know. Yes, so yeah, I can see the assembly and I'm thinking, okay, this is going to do something that I've been trying to convey to people for a long time. You can't stop at the surface. And we're going to be able to, obviously, if you look at this where it's else printf I think I'm missing this. No, I'm not. Printf, oh, okay, we dash in. Keep at it, kiddo. Oops. Okay, so obviously, if you think of the assembly, you're going to find some jump if, and it's either going to go into good and jump to bad, or it's going to jump to bad or not jump and do good. Dude, more power to you, Cat. I would have definitely taken a nap. He's in England, stayed up for this. I don't know what to think about that. Like, I hope it's enjoyable. I hope in the end it's worth it. So that. So yeah, in the assembly, obviously we're gonna see these strings, which isn't the message I'm trying to convey, but in the assembly, we're gonna have obviously a jump to these good ones. Well, it's going to be one section. It'll either be keep going if bad, or jump to good, or it'll, more than likely it will say if bad, do this. If not, jump over here. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. He says my content is worth it. I'll let you all tell me what you think of that in the comments. Anyways, so to eliminate that, if we know that that's going to happen in the assembly because it's an if and an else, right? Whoops. Then what can we do to prevent that? We could instead have a like test function where we do this and then make a decision, or instead we could do these separately where we calculate it up here and then we store that in a variable, and then we verify serial, we pass that and our serial, and then it would store it, and then inside that function it would split and go out somewhere else. I think that we're gonna have like this. I don't want to get too in depth, so in this one we're gonna make it beginner. I may hide the strings. That might be the only thing that we do in this one, where we like hide the strings, because with the submissions, we should be able to. You could patch this several ways. And the way that I'm going to follow up in next week's video, I'm hoping somebody does. If not, I haven't decided yet. I think what I'm going to do is just run through it real quick, how I'd patch it, and then we'll look at user submissions and see if they're the same or what they did different. So that's will be next week or the week after's video. Depends on the scheduling. And it also depends on if we get any submissions. If we don't get any submissions, then, well, you'll just watch me do it a few different ways. And I guess that's okay too. So either way, it's a win-win still. I'm trying to, with the channel, present content that is win-win, whether people participate or not. So from there, we have basically the end. Like, that's it. So now we need to actually write these functions. Like, what are we going to do in these? And really, it doesn't matter, because this is beginner. You know, obviously, we could put, you know, return user length times some number, and your serial needs to be that. So if not, whatever. Now returning int can be a little tricky, but that's okay. So the first thing that we want to do is int user test. User test. We'll do it. I don't like test. Yeah, I like this better. Equals 0. So then what we're going to do is for int I equals 0, while I is less than strlen user I plus plus. So we're going to do something for every character in user. Oh, and if anybody wants to code along, sorry, I should have said this in the beginning. This is just standard C. I'm using wxdev C++. You could use bash. You could write it in terminal on a Mac. With the exception of, actually with this more than anything, obviously you wouldn't want windows.h in there. But I think these are all pretty standard, like strlen, scanf. You know, I use the older code just because it's implemented in most compilers. Like, this is GCC. You can get GCC on everything. So as long as we stay away from like Windows specific libraries, we'll be fine. And I don't see why we would have any of those anyways. And the majority of everybody is either, you know, Windows or Linux. And if they're on Linux, I mean, the majority of my viewers are on Windows. Then there's some Linux and there's some Mac. But if you're on those other two, you probably already know how to do this, or, well, maybe not Mac, but I'd like to think that most Mac users do know that it's Unix based and runs a terminal. Anyways, I am getting sidetracked. If you want to follow along, by all means can. This is WX Dev C++. It's old, used to be made by Bloodshed, and it was just called Dev C++. The WX people revamped it here a while ago, and now it's dead again. But I still use it. Now, back to work. So, let's go to here. So we're going to do something for every iteration of each character, and there's a lot of things that we could do. We could add them up. We could think what we're going to do. Let's do a little test. We're going to go user test. Does plus equal work? Plus equal? We're going to try it and see what it does. What does return int mean? Oh, return int doesn't mean anything. It's just a placeholder because I don't know what the variable name is going to be yet. But I do now, and it's going to be user test. So, yeah. I just do that to, like, if you have a really long function, and sometimes it happens where you get at the bottom and you're, like, putting in the variable, and you're like, wait, what was this returning again? It's just to remind myself, put something here. So let's see if plus equal works. It works in interpreted languages, but hey, we'll find out. I doubt it. I just can't remember. It probably does. But let's go use test plus equals user character I. And let's do. So it's going to be hex. We should be able to cast to int just fine. Int user I raised to the second power. Let's go third power. Cubes. Yeah, let's see if that works. So let's go like this. And comment this out. There's a way to do this with a hotkey, but I don't remember what it is because I've done any of this for a long ass time. Printf. Let's go. Oh, %d -n from user tab. No, we can just use the def there. Okay, let's see what we get when we do that. We'll probably get a bunch of errors, but okay. Sure. All right. Oh, right. My placeholders. Wow. No errors. So plus equal my it is a thing. Documents reversing demo. What? Oh, I know what's going on. Enter your username, FJLJ. Enter your serial. I forgot to do the scanf. Output 236. Let's verify that real. So I'm gonna grab ASCII table. Tabler. Yeah, I know you can't see what I'm typing. All right. I just can't remember F. So let's grab a calculator. Okay, so F is going to be x66 and decimal 102. So I can tell you right now, 102 raised to, nope, that's not what I wanted, raised to 2. What the, oh, I'm in standard. 2. Yeah, that's already too big. You know, you might be right. Saying up arrow might be XOR. Also, it could be my cast. It's doing it because I casted to int from right here. Character that could be doing it. So, actually, I mean, it's really bad code, so it could be. And I'm probably not going to explain why we're writing really bad code, but yeah. Is stream still live? It's telling me over there that it's lower than we recommend. The audio stream's current bit rate. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, well, hopefully it is still working. I don't know. But let's grab this. Go. I make a point to not use. Yeah, it's up. It's good. Bitwise. Oh no, that's right. I think it's multiply. I make it a point to stay away from standard. Just because use POW? No, we don't. I know we don't have to do that. C math operate. That's good to me. Okay. Well, good. Sorry. Yes. Well, I have a pretty good idea of the delay for low latency. Tick operators. There has to be. Yeah, it's an OR, so that's not going to work. I could multiply it by itself 3 times. That doesn't work. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm not going to use standard, but we'll just use math, and then it has power function. Standard is evil. Well, it's just... Standard is just... Like... The reason that we don't need this power is because we could actually do it with bitwise operators. I think we might do that later in another one to like hand write how power would be done on binary and then do the same thing. So sorry, you've been staring at the same screen for a while now, but let's do, oops, not that. Include maths. And let's do POW. That work? LJ. There we go. Still a bit smaller than what I had expected. Let's just do F. My name is F. 34942. That's what I thought. So it's this here. So let's go chur. Is that it? No. Char? Char? Don't think so. Let's see here. Does that work? That's kind of cool. I've done this before. Oh, that's right. A2I. That's right. A2I. A2I. Yeah, it's all going to be there initially. Okay. Let's go A2I. From char to char pointer. Work. It might. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Cast. 2I. Pow. One too many there. That crashes. I think the proper way to do that, char pointer would be the address of that first digit. Int char. Does that work? Definitely try that. 0. Okay, so power. I want to test something else out too. Somebody was saying that that actually work. Wouldn't that just be a casting still? Yeah, let's say that's the same as doing cast. 349 4270. That's not correct. Correct. 102 to the third power. Yeah, no. I'm close. Okay, so what I wanted to test was, let's do output chin test. That percent D. Actually, do O to X. So we want to do user 0. Does. I'm going to see if it's actually giving me the first character, because I don't think. Okay, 76, that it is. Didn't I have an ASCII table up here somewhere? F. Yeah, no. Definitely not 76. F is 6.6. So where is 7.6 coming from? Let's go char pointer, the address of that. I think I know what it's doing, but yeah, so that's gonna keep reading. If we just want the first digit of it, well, let's just do this. Percent S and C, giving it to us. Oh my. C. It's not a string, guys, unless it ends with a zero or a null character. V. Put in F, get V. And 76. That is correct. Oh, I think I know why. So let's pull out that and let's just do O here as well. Okay, it's not doing what I thought it was. User. Ah. Think. I think my compiler is just being really nice. Remember we had that whole like it was skipping? There we go. We were fulfilling both of those at the same time and not putting them where we wanted to actually put them. So back on track here from user, user, and then we know that this is going to work now. So we can do that, get rid of that, and pow. Yeah, that should work. We're just casting it I to the third power. We should get a really big number now. I'm just going to do F. Yep, that is correct. 106.1208. And if we add up, it shouldn't be too big. Let's see here. Testing 4702942. Yeah, that should work. We'll give it a like. I don't think we could, with any printable characters, give it something too low. Like the lowest printable character is a space. Let's try a space. See what happens. Yeah, I say usually spaces don't go in. Will the challenge be to make a patch for this? Yes, the challenge will be to make a patch for this program. And even that's going to fall into the right suit there. There we go. So patch or, I mean, obviously keygen would be pointless because source is right here. With one exception, self-keygenning. Do that as a patch. Yeah. Because that's where you make the program itself spit out your serial instead of you calculating it. So there we go. That is working. And we want to, yeah, that's going to be good. And then for verify serial, we're going to take the serial and click. Okay, so we're going to take serial, we're going to convert each, no, we're going to read each letter as its number. That's A to I. And then we will, or read each number as its letter, read each letter as its number, and then we're going to do some basic math operation on that, like divide by or multiply by 1/5, so that your serial will actually have to be whatever this spits out times 5. So let's do that. Verify serial. That's going to be int serial test equals 0. Obviously, you don't have to put equals 0. I just old school habit of always initializing your variables. Yeah. Try doing that in Java. It will yell at you. Anyways, we're just gonna grab this same code actually. I mean, as a general rule, good programmers never copy and paste, but show me a programmer that doesn't copy and paste and I'll show you somebody who is brand new to programming. Okay, so serial test, and then serial test, and then obviously serial test. Oops. And plus equal, instead of doing that, we just want A to I serial. Jiminy Christmas. Quick ad break. Alright, sorry about that. And look at that, the screen died. Anyways, it's back up now. And holy crap, the chat. Hey, it's my buddy. Oh man, what is his name again? Dennis. How are you, Dennis? Not showing all running programs on the taskbar drives me more nuts. What did I miss? The stacked toolbars drives me nuts. What are you talking about? Stacked tool? Oh, this? Is that better? Not showing all running programs on the taskbar. Aren't all running programs always shown? Or is it like, oh, I get what you're saying, like them stacking versus the reason that they stack. Yeah, sorry. Reading the comments here because I've been gone for 15 minutes. Drinking a beer, been a while. Oh man. I'll drink to that. About 6. How did that even start? I wish I would have learned this when I was younger. I wish I would have never learned this. What the? Oh, you kind of like Java. I thought you were saying you kind of like Java. Oh man, I hate it so bad. Yeah, me too. Where's everyone from? I'm in Kentucky. But then again, it was. Yeah, I was thinking when I got up, I need something to like display that I'm not here, so it's not just like a empty chair and a non-moving stream. And you're all probably going crazy about me reading all this. Did he go out to dinner? Phone. Pretty sure he's out talking on the phone. Anyone here? Got me on slow mode. Oh, I don't know how to turn that off. This whole new thing. Need to change a lot. Yeah, Blue does picture restoration and it looks amazing. Shout out to Blue Knight. Like, if you need an old school photo, it doesn't matter if it's been torn into pieces, he can fix it. Make me a mod so I don't have to deal with slow mode. Add moderator. There you go, Dennis. There you go. Okay. No one can. Yeah, exactly. Nobody. Okay, I'm back. And let's keep moving. What was I doing? Verify serial. Okay, right. We need to calculate something here, and that was A2I, serial I, and we're going to do times 1 divided by 5 times 1/5. Let's see what that does. Let's go output serial. Execute. Compile. User, I left one in. Serial. I was just about to change that before the phone. Actually, that was it. So serials. 2I. Oops. Not too many there. Invalid conversion from char to const char pointer. A2I. Oh, const char pointer. Let's try char pointer. The address of that character. See what happens there. Dude, I'm behind. Obviously, not at live. I know this new like live is I used to use the ultra low latency. I believe this setting is still there, but it has a much bigger normal latency. It changed it back. Well, yeah, so this stream we're going to have a fucking big ass delay, so just enjoy that, I suppose. There we go. Okay, so that's not going to work. Real quick, let's look up A2I. const char string representation of the integral number. Turns converted as an value. Okay, so string value, int value. Copy stir, A2I stir. Oh, so it's the whole thing. So I need to move it. So we're gonna need a char pointer test char. Let's see if that works. Test char equals. No, that's not gonna work. Oh, know what we're gonna do? We're gonna char 2 equals 0, 0. And then test char O equals serial I. Now we can do char O. To I char pointer test O times 1. F 0. Don't think it worked. Oh, no, it did. F1 09 105 0. Okay, don't think it worked. Okay, so test char O A2I. Test char O, that definitely not gonna work, but we'll try. Yeah, let's say that's definitely not gonna work. It's not working because it's a string. I think we need to do mem copy. We're gonna do that. Mem copy. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Test char serial. Oh, that's not gonna work. Will this work? 1. I don't think it will, but hey, we'll give it a shot. Compile. Argument to avoid. Oh. Const size. Mem copy. Let's look up mem copy. Man, it's been a long time. Too many interpreted languages. String 1, string 2, size. Char pointer address of test char pointer address of serial size 1. There we go. And then this will be yeah, that should work. Still not. Okay, ouch. Let's try something here real quick. So in here, stir copy string. Oh, let's do stir copy. No, that won't work. Okay, val equals A2I Wait, yes, we want to use the whole thing. We don't need the for loop. We're overcomplicating everything. Literally just need to do A2I serial. And the reason it's screwing up on us is because I'm taking it in as a pointer already. So we would do serial test equals A2I serial times 1 divided by 5. We'll just get rid of that and go X. We'll literally just do that. Overcomplication complete. So we should be able to do F, and then 20 should return 5. Am I dense? Verify serial. Turn A2I serial. Times, oh. Let's see here. I think it might have been working the whole time. So 25 times 1 divided by 5. Something about floating point math. 25 times 1. Oh, I guess we're typing this twice here. Yeah, so we should get 5, but what is happening is we're getting 1 divided by 5, which is being rounded to 0. So we need to do float and see if that works. It doesn't. Well, let's do something fun. Let's see what it's doing. Because we can use a debugger and open it up and find out why it's doing weird things. Actually, I just want to see what it's doing. No, that definitely wouldn't work because that'd be a string times a float. So let's scroll up to see exit. We're not in it yet. There we go. Okay, so here we are with this, and then A2I. Well, let's see what's happening here. Let's do a Control A. Okay, enter serial. Jump scanf. Anything strange here? We have enter your username, scanf. Enter your serial, scanf. One call, printf. Let's hit run. Was it already running? Run. F. Serial. 105. Okay. So push EBP. All right, we're going to do all that normal frame pointer stuff. Subtract. Move EAX 105 is already there. Move that into the address that is at. Okay, here. So follow and dump. And write EAX, which would be this address right there. Call A2I on that address. And let's see what we get back. We get 69, which is 5. Move deer pointer. Okay, we got S. Now we're doing some floating point stuff. So EBP minus C is 69I, and let's go down here. Okay. So we've got 105. Fill it. We have a 0. Multiply 1. 0. So you see it is floating math. So trying to do a multiplication with 0, obviously that's going to be 0. So, and then we have this constant. C, which is AH now. That's a good, like in all interpreted languages, yes, that would automatically do it for you. You could go 0.0 and 0.0, and that would just fix it. I can't because I'm plugging it. Okay, compile. Now in C, it's likely not going to make a difference. Hey, what do you know? It does. So 105 divided by 5 is 21. What do you know? And of course, divided by 5 is the same as 105 times 1 divided by 5 reciprocal. Machines like to do multiplication before division, but of course this requires division already. It just looks funny. Okay, so now that might be a little big, and we're going to have to see if we can even make a valid serial, because basically these have to come back equal. And so to do that, we can make a valid serial. We're going to go calc from user, execute compile. We're going to hit run. We're going to type FJLJ. We're going to type in anything. We're going to grab this, multiply it by 5, and we should be good. Oops, times 5. And if we verify serial, verify, there we go. It's actually faster to multiply. Yeah, of course it's faster to multiply. But how I'm implementing it here isn't necessarily, because I'm doing multiply by the answer of a division. Of course, I could just do this ahead of time, 0.2. Should be, I believe, 0.2. And instead do multiply by float 0.2. There. Now I've put a constant in, there's no division, and it's faster. So verify serial, and we should get clear this number. Well, divided by 5, we should get this, which was the answer to our name. FJLJ, and put that in, and we should get, hey, what do you know? Calculator. So now, if we get rid of this, put this in, compile. You know anything about this Hydra? Gahydra? Ghidra. I can't say I do. FJLJ and paste. We should get. You did it! Whew, the crowd goes wild. Anyways, and of course, if we put FJLJ in and say we put this in, keep at it, kiddo. All right. So we have a very basic crack made. Let's do something interesting. So let's go like this. Main, we're going to go char. How do I want to do this? char S1, no, S1 equals this. I think it's like I had a tool for the tool by the NSA. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. This is gonna be, now I want to do char pointer S1 equals work. I can't remember, but we're gonna find out. I believe it does. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Okay, so char pointer S1 equals that, and we're gonna go int, that's where the fun starts. S1m equals int address of S1. Now, if I want to do this, I can go char pointer that's not correct. Oh, this can't be correct. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so int S1. So now SLM. Yeah, so this might throw some people off. It might not. Char pointer. So S2M. Int S2M. I should write a macro to just automatically do this for me. Anytime you see a char pointer at the top in a section, just make the ints, replace it with it and the int. I will definitely check it out later. 2, that's not what I meant to do. Int S2 char pointer S2 equals this. Char pointer S3M. Char pointer S3 equals or I know it's driving me crazy too. I don't. It's 4. Okay. There we go. And this one will be S4. Char pointer S4M. And just for completeness, S5 equals pause. Which, yeah. Oh, that'd be even better. Yes, let's do that. Stirs equals how evil is this? Five. Okay, that'll be awesome. Okay, so these all change to stirs O. It's gonna be a lookup for each one in the assembly. That'd be awesome. 2. and here for char pointer. All right, let's see if it works. Oof, something's wrong. Scalar object stars one element in initialize. Oh, loop. Perfect. Yeah, we're going to get all these warnings. I don't know how to write any language except hey, basic is great and power basic is super powerful. So we should get all our strings. Enter your username, FJLJ. Enter your serial. What was it? Times 5. You did it. And now you notice it's 51 kilobytes. Let's fix that. Project, options, compiler, linker, strip, yes, optimization. We're going to leave that at no for right now. And we're going to look at the source. So now I was going to say it should be 8 kilobytes, and it is. So rewind, and let's take a quick look into the executable here. So we're going to go up until we see, you notice our breakpoint's not exactly accurate anymore, until we see either our code, which we see right there, and I'm going to analyze one more time. There we go. Yeah, so usually you can scroll up until you see C exit from here, but we're actually starting right where we should anyway. So we'll see the code, and you'll see here we have a call to some stuff. Forget about it. And then you see we have all these strings here, and then we have some stuff, and then we have a printf. And here's the key. You'll see that EAX is being moved this ESP plus 78. Now ESP plus 78, what's that? It will make sense. Now it's doubly tricky that it's putting all of this on the stack. Like these are going right on the stack, and then it's referencing them from a different location. Would this code be susceptible to basic buffer overflow? Yes, absolutely. Because right now scanf is going to shove whatever you put in right into here. And it's only 33, so you would only have to go 33 to ruin it. But yes, definitely susceptible. Anywho, back to this. So this is referencing that first string, enter your username, and then enter your serial. But yeah, that's the fun. So then we have a call to calculate the user, which is all this, which looks pretty daunting, but you saw how simple it actually is. So and then we have the for the serial, and then we have some stuff to do some comparing. I don't want to ruin it, but I wanted to basically I just want to show you this section. It's going to be up to you guys to reverse engineer it, but this is one of those things where if we do search for current module string references and we're like, oh, you did it, keep at it. Oh, let's go to you did it. There's no jumps and there's just a boatload of strings. So awesome. Yeah. So we hid the strings. You can even hide them further than that where they don't show up at all. But that's good enough because, I mean, yes, you can see where the reference. Now, what I wanted to show you, let's stop and let's do execute projects, options, compiler optimization. Yes, and let's go further optimization, optimize, yes. And watch how it changes. Rebuild. Let's see if it changes. So I'm gonna hit run. Here we are, analyze. And you'll see that a lot's changed actually. And I'll probably leave it just like that, because that it looks completely different from what you guys just saw, but it's all still there. But how it does it is I think I liked the one before better because this one it's unhid my strings a bit, a bit. So I don't think we're gonna leave it there. Basically, it was smart enough to realize what I was doing and be like, well, we don't have to reference these and look them up and do this conversion, so we're just gonna shove it here. Compiler was smart. Let's see what happens if I do further and do best. This will probably inline all my functions too. But this is sort of the difference between levels of optimization and what the compiler is going to do for you in that sense. This looks promising. Let's go search for things. Let's go enter username, and you'll see that it unpacked them again. Now, everything's kind of all over the place because it put everything in the right spot. But I think the best one for us is actually going to be, I know you're all dying to see it. We skipped optimize more. We're going to have to do it. Compile done. And same thing, it's unwrapped it a bit. So everything is probably going to be down. Yeah, there it is. So no X. And for those of you that caught me, we didn't do no yet. Rebuild. And it's a lot for my curiosity as well. So with none, oh, I haven't hit run yet. There we go. See, even with none, it has unwrapped it. So that's the key. You want to do optimize, yes. Standard optimization. Okay. Rebuild. Let's make sure it's back to where I wanted her. Yes. So there you go. They are all there. Okay. That's where we're going to leave it. Now let's get it on the web for y'all to has. And if we wanted to, we could be like, we could test to make sure that lengths coming in for buffer overflow, stuff like that. I need to get this over to my computer. Fine, I think. Hey, we got it. So this will work. Now I need to upload. And let me upload that to the server here. This one? Yep, that's it. /var. Y'all been real quiet for a while now. Why is that? www.html. Yo. What was this thing called? Basic lesson. There it is. Basic lesson 1. We'll put it there, and we'll put it in Discord. New text channel. Let's go video. Video reverse programs. Sure. Create channel. Where did I put video reverse me programs? Let's put basic lesson number 1. Lesson number 1. The YouTube link is this. I don't know if it's going to stay that after. I'll update it if it changes. I'll edit the post. So that is in there now, and as well, it can be found at give.academy/basic lesson.e. I know. Hardcore mode, just put an exe right on my server. Do it. Alright. And I will put that in the description of this. I think I can do that here. The old dashboard I could edit. Go. Get the program written in this video at or on Discord. Submit your RE attempts to post in Discord. Save. Okay. And roll this down. If you have no strings, what's a good way to start? Waiting for the program, I guess. So the program, you can download it right now. I use intermodular calls and imports and stuff, but are there other ways? Good question. So he's asking, if you can't find the strings, what ways should you look? And he says intermodular calls and imports and stuff, and that is perfect. So what do we know the program has to do to output? It's got to call printf. So if you don't know, if the strings are dead ends, check the function that the strings likely are going to be used in. Or things for input like scanf, and then from there you can find your way usually. So yes, good call there. And then also we can do, I'm not sure if this will work, but let's find out if it does. So this is running. I'm going to hit run until it actually runs. And username. And then I'm going to hit pause. And it will probably pause right after I enter my username. Oop. Still running. Okay. Okay, it paused there. So that didn't work. Well, we could probably find the end of the code if we do run to user code. It should, after we hit any key. Nope, it's going to terminate. I wish it would just drop to the last instruction, not close. Like, that'd be cool. But I understand, like, if it's out of memory, you know, saving games is hard. Let's see, can we do it like this? So it's running. I can't hit pause because it's in the middle of waiting. But the execute till return to user code, Alt F9, if you could get a pause, would put you at the beginning of the next instruction. Or we could do execute till return, which here is unfortunately not going to be too helpful because Control F9, execute till return, and it's going to return when it's closing. So, yeah, actually pretty decent. But in most things, it's not going to be right there. Or like your whole program is not going to be just that. That would put you back to where the program called that function. But yes, for the most part, intermodular calls is a good one because this is why I don't use standard. So if we hit run, we're here, search for current module, intermodular calls. That's it. That's all that there is. Like if I include standard and type using standard, you're going to have a big old long list of crap and the size will be 182 kilobytes. So cexit is a good place to start. So if you, because usually when the program starts, you're going to be somewhere around cexit. If you find cexit and go to the call just above it and follow that, you're going to be at the beginning of the code every time if it's compiled with GCC or you know, wxdev. Like cexit is going to give it away every time because the program, right after it runs your code, exits. So you look for the call just above it, and before that you're going to have something about environment. So any code has to happen between environment setup and exit. So if you find those two calls, look between them. I've noticed when bypassing Power ISO, it keeps asking for registration instead of keeping code and name and app. Take another layer off. It's like an onion. You've got the first layer patched where if you put the right code in, it, you know, for that session it's registered, but you restart it, you got to do it again. Take that layer off, look at what is happening before entering the code, like when the program starts. If you solve that, then you don't ever have to bother with it at all. We're done here. Oh, I want to put a message here that says edit. Damn it. Post. So I'm just going to do this. Post and your submissions here. I'll pin it. There we go. I wish Discord, like each post, could be replied to. Because then I could post one of these and then your replies could be the submissions. But no, it's just everything's one big long damn chat. It takes an code name, but when so yeah, there's always other ways, but intermodular calls is going to be like your best friend 90% of the time. Other things you can do is scan memory. So, for example, if we hit run until we enter a name. I'm not going to put FJLJ. I'm going to put in some test string, and I'm going to copy that. Oops, that's a lot more. Fine. Damn it. There we go. So some test string. Now we're paused. Paused. Shall I delete that response? No, you're fine. You can leave the. You can leave it all in there. Like just put your responses in there. Each week, I'm going to rename the channel to its section and then create another one for each one. So each challenge will have its own channel with a link to the video where we make it, and then the submissions, and then at the end a link to the video where we go over it. And then I'll just rename it and make a new one for the next one. So we're running, and we can scan the memory. So we typed in a string. Let's do Alt-M. This is all the memory. Control-B. ASCII. Let's do Control-V. Some test string. Hit OK. And we found it twice. So one of these is being referenced somewhere. This is probably close to it. And you'll see that oh, it's down here in the hex. So we have some string test here. And if we do a breakpoint, actually, we can do this right in here, I think. This is like a temporary location in memory, looks like, or it was just used once. But anyways, if we do this, and can we hit F2? Oh, we can. Look at that. You can just breakpoint the data. I don't know if that's going to be on execute or what, but we want it to be on read. So usually you can do memory breakpoint. That's not going to work. I doubt that's going to work. Let's try it. I don't think it's going to work because that's not correct. Yeah, I thought. So rewind that. We'll do it again. How is it still running? Some test string or paused. Nope, that. Do Alt-M, Control-B, Control-V, test string. And what we want to do is go to that and do set memory breakpoint. So breakpoint memory on read. We'll do access and restore on hit. So now we have a breakpoint whenever that memory address is read from. We're going to do the same thing on this one. Breakpoint memory on. Did I do access or read? I do read, restore on hit. So now it should break. There you go. So it's paused in the background right after we put our serial in. And yes, we're in MSV CRT. But if we do, well, if you see the next thing that happened there was we wrote our key there. So right now it's being written to. And if we go back here, some test string's still here. I'm going to do Control F9 until we get to a return. It's pausing every time it's writing to it because I told it to. There we go. So here's a return. We hit F8. And nothing too important. Keep doing that. Let's hit F9 because we want to see when it reads our other one. F9. Okay, so it's still pausing there. This is the other one. Stop. So we'll right click this, do breakpoint. View breakpoints. Should be able to just do it right there. So this one, not in our program. Get rid of it. Run. Okay, now we've broken again. Same place. Not entirely sure what broke there. Definitely did. Wait, did it restore that? No, it didn't. Okay. Oh, that's access. Run. This is not going how I wanted it to. let's try this again. Y'all getting me thinking here. Makes me want to try things, but really this video is over. Like, we should be done. Some test string. And Alt-M. This just may not work. Oh, you know what I didn't do? So, did that. One thing I don't like about X32 is it doesn't visually show you that, like, which section of memory is looking through. It just gives you the results. Just so you know, you're literally my favorite. Well, hey, thanks. I don't know how, but I mean, there's a lot on YouTube. There's some really smart people too. Memory read, store on hit. Let's. Oh, you know, we've already read from this, so that's not gonna work because no, we haven't. We do it after this, so this should work. Keep at it. So definitely didn't pause. Sometimes you can find this and then set a memory breakpoint, and when it tries to read or write it, then it will pause. Ollie, it seemed to work quite frequently. I might be doing something wrong here, but let's try one more thing. Let's try Ollie. I have Ollie bug in this VM. Set it up. So I'm going to show you that real quick because it looks completely different. How can it still be running? System pause. At that point, you drop to a command line. Your program is no longer executing, and it's executing a system call. Let's go Ollie debug. And we want to go version 2. I remember that, yeah. Debug 201. So just a small hint, copy link. 201H. Did you guys hear about that WinRAR vulnerability with ACE files? Jeez, who uses ACEs anymore? WinAce was a archive program way back, blue, and like 3.1, I think it was, and it was like the go-to. But yeah, this be Ollie. And the story goes that their DLL that was used for processing ACE archives was no longer available, and they lost the source or something. So they're just removing ACE support altogether or re-implementing it. I'm not sure, but right. Who uses WinRAR anymore? Anyways, all those dang pop-ups. 7Z, it just works. If I use RAR, I go unrar. Probably needs installed, but yeah. Unrar free. I've never done the free one. I don't understand what the difference would be. But anyways, Ollie, Jesus, why are you not on by default highlighting? That's not it. There we go. Okay. We're in basic lesson 1. What do you know? If we scroll up, we'll find C exit. Always do. There it is. Hit this. Boom, there's code. Anywho, works on all versions. I use WinRAR and I have unlimited code for it. Right? I mean, the reversing WinRAR is not hard. We've done it 3 or 4 different times. But the reason why, so let's do run, see if it works in here or not. So we're gonna do, no, let's do some random string, summer and string. We all know who to send our, right? I've updated Alt M. I do like that the keys are the same. Control B, Control V, except all you can't do Control V is Shift Insert, Search. And so we find it right there, and you go breakpoint, memory, read, write, okay, yes. We know it's on the stack, that's okay. That's also why we're having a hard time. But Control V, search. Let's go copy address, edit. Copy address. Okay, and then you come back here and you do Control L and it keeps searching. Right? It's not hard. So breakpoint, memory, right. Control L. And look, there's no more. So there was only the 2. I just kind of missed that. We pause and it tells us we're here on a return. Access violation, okay, whatever, F9. There's what we just typed in, and that's not going to go through stir2i very well. Memory breakpoint, F9. 9. Control F9. There we go. We'll do Alt F9 to user code, and you see it drops us right here. And boom. So let's try, and then you just, let's try that in X32 again. Oh, okay. Unrar. What do you know? Anyhow, so X32. Let's see if that would have worked and I was just too stupid to see it. Probably the latter. Okay, running. Do I still have it? No, I don't. Random test string. Probably go, and then we're gonna go Alt M, Control B, Shift Insert. We're gonna go this one. Breakpoint, memory on access, which should be read write, and then execute, obviously, so access, restore on hit. And then we should be able to type in some garbage, and then we should be able to Alt F9. No. Let's do that. Let's try to breakpoints, remove these. Move, disable. I don't think it exists anymore, but breakpoint doesn't exist anymore, but apparently it does. Okay, Alt F9. Nope. Just gonna keep Alt F9ing. There. It did finally bring us back. Which YouTube channels do I follow? Oh man, a lot. So you can do that in X32. It just didn't go right away, and we can land in our code. A Alt M, Control B, memory breakpoint, return to user code trick. We'll call that. Okay, we're closing that. YouTube channels. Let's see here. Like Cody's Lab is good. and there's number file, computer file. Those are fun. Mostly stupid ones. Nothing in this realm, of course. I mean, actually, there are a couple reversing channels in this realm that I am subscribed to, but more along the lines of because some of my videos randomly showed up on their channel and like playlists and stuff. So I was like, okay, might be some stuff here that we can look through. And then like Nerd Rage and Nile Red, a lot of chemistry stuff, math stuff, programming stuff, and then just happy fun time stuff like Cletus McFarlane, Let It Rip Tater Chip. You gotta watch Cletus. If you don't know who Cletus McFarlane is and you're into like drag racing or cars or anything, or just a good time, like that's a good channel. It's great. What else? There's a lot. I mean, yeah. But I'm gonna assume that you all have downloaded this video and are attempting to patch it as we speak. And with that, let's go over official stuff. Thanks if you made it to the end of the video here. I might make a edited version of this, cut out all the uhs and the ers and the 10-minute, 15-minute commercial break. But point of this, write a simple program where you guys can practice reverse engineering. Check. It's beginner level for sure. The VM's up. I'm on it. It's right here. I'll get new info in the Discord for the VM. And sorry, it's a cat, squirrel. Anyways, so we made a program. Now it's your guys' job to take that program, reverse engineer it, get the good message somehow. There's lots of different ways. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's at least 3 unique ways that could, like obvious ways, and then everything else is kind of a variation of those 3 that you can patch it. And I hope to see a lot of uniqueness or creativity, and we'll go over it, and then I will reverse it real quick on the next video, and then we'll go over the submissions and we will write a new one. So that's kind of the lineup. And I guess the less submissions we have, the quicker we get into writing the next one. Not me, I'm on mobile, not about to crack it on my phone right now. I did here a little while back, and I won't name the software because I sent it over already, and yeah, they actually gave me a free version for life for it. But a buddy of mine asked me about this program. I said, yeah, I'll take a look, and I cracked it on my phone through AnyDesk. It was great. Incredibly easy route, Magnificent says, which is magnificent. Dennis, man, I miss you, buddy. We gotta hang out sometime soon. But incredibly easy route would be to just not do it, I guess. Downloaded it, had a look at it, but I'm feeling too tired. Hey, I hear you there. It's like, shoot, what time is it there? It's 6:30 in the morning. You've been up all damn day. Go to sleep. 5:30, yeah. And other than that, I want to see submissions. You can get the program. I put the link in the description. You can also grab it from Discord. And to submit, put your submission in the Discord for that. I'm going to rename the channel to Lesson 1 now. I'll just make one each week for that. So beginner Lesson 1. And then just put your submissions in there. Obviously, they should be about 8 kilobytes. If I get something that's like 23 megabytes or 3 megabytes, I'm gonna be like, not sure what they're trying to do here. Sending me an ACE archive, are ya? Joke's on you. Don't use WinRAR. I'm kidding. And yeah, we'll see some good stuff there. And let's change this to beginner Lesson 1. There we go. It's renamed. Beginner Lesson 1. And other than that, you guys have a great night. 11:30, I'm going to go kick it for a little while. Gotta do a post for homework still. Do that. And then I gotta go to bed. I gotta work in the morning. And I don't want to be as tired as Cat 5, which is an awesome name still. When do you go to Cat 6 or Cat 7? All right. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching, showing up. You guys are really the only reason that I do this, because it'd be pretty boring to do it all. I'm going to either way. So like it or don't, you're stuck with it. And I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully Friday, if not earlier. Get those submissions in. Peace.